Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0107 indicates a low voltage condition in the manifold absolute pressure (MAP) sensor circuit in the 2016 to 2022 Honda Pilot. The MAP sensor measures the pressure within the intake manifold, providing crucial information to the powertrain control module (PCM) that assists in managing fuel injection and timing based on engine load conditions. The location of the MAP sensor is typically found on or near the intake manifold, connected via a 3-pin connector. An accurate reading from the MAP sensor is essential for optimal engine performance and emissions control. When circuit issues arise, they manifest as this DTC, which requires careful troubleshooting to ascertain the root cause. The precise method of diagnosing this issue involves confirming whether the signal voltage is below the expected threshold, usually less than 0.23 volts, using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. The MAP sensor, crucial for measuring the intake manifold pressure, informs the ECM or PCM about engine load, aiding in proper fuel and timing adjustments. Its usual location is on or adjacent to the intake manifold, and it transmits data through a 3-pin connector. The 3 wires typically connect power, ground, and the signal output from the sensor, which is scrutinized for voltage levels during diagnostics. A low voltage condition, as indicated by DTC P0107, suggests that the PCM is not receiving a proper reading due to potential wiring issues or a faulty MAP sensor. Understanding where the sensor is located and how it integrates with the vehicle's system is vital for effective troubleshooting. If the MAP sensor operates properly, the engine can achieve optimal performance, whereas a malfunction can lead to poor fuel economy and increased emissions. The possible causes of DTC P0107 primarily include a faulty MAP sensor, wiring issues like breaks or shorts, and poor electrical connections. A faulty MAP sensor can fail to produce the required voltage output, leading to incorrect readings that trigger the DTC. Wiring issues, such as frayed or damaged wires, can cause interruptions in the signal transmission from the sensor to the PCM, resulting in low voltage indications. Additionally, ensure that the connectors and terminals are securely fastened to avoid intermittent faults caused by loose connections. If any of these components exhibit failure, the sensor will not relay accurate intake manifold pressure, which can significantly affect engine performance. Troubleshooting these components systematically is essential to identify the root cause and ensure a thorough fix. Symptoms associated with DTC P0107 typically include a check engine light illumination, poor engine performance, and potentially increased exhaust emissions. The check engine light serves as an initial alert, indicating a fault in the powertrain system, prompting the need for diagnostics. Drivers may notice a loss of acceleration, stalling, or erratic engine behavior, all of which stem from incorrect air-fuel mixture adjustments due to faulty readings from the MAP sensor. Additionally, the vehicle may emit higher levels of harmful pollutants due to improper fuel combustion linked to the sensor's malfunction. Understanding these symptoms aids in timely diagnosis and repair, preventing further complications from arising in the vehicle's performance or environmental compliance. For the first troubleshooting step regarding DTC P0107, begin by turning the vehicle to the on mode without starting the engine. Once the vehicle is in this mode, utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to check the voltage reading from the MAP sensor. Specifically, look for the voltage output. It should be below 0.23 volts according to diagnostic guidelines. If the current condition matches this threshold, it confirms the failure, allowing you to proceed to the next diagnostic step. Alternatively, If the conditions do not match, it suggests that the system could be operating normally at that moment, possibly due to intermittent faults. In this case, inspect for poor connections or loose terminals at both the map sensor and the PCM. If freeze data is available, it can also assist in reproducing the failure conditions for further analysis. In the second step of troubleshooting DTC P0107, turn the vehicle to the off-lock mode. Next, disconnect the map sensor by removing the 3P connector to assess whether the circuit properly isolates the issue. With the sensor disconnected, turn the vehicle back to the on mode, and once again, check the voltage levels through the HDS. As in the previous step, ensure that the readings are still less than 0.23 volts. If the voltage remains within this range, this indicates a problem exists elsewhere, prompting progression to further diagnostics. Conversely, if the voltage exceeds this threshold, it indicates that the map sensor or associated circuits may require replacement or repair. Understanding the implication of these readings is essential for effective troubleshooting. For the third step, start by measuring the voltage between specific test points outlined in the service manual. With the map sensor still disconnected, place your multimeter probes at the connector's relevant terminals. Test point 1 at connector number 1 and test point 2 at connector number 3. Under the vehicle on condition, check to see if there is a voltage reading of approximately 5.0 volts. This voltage is critical as it signifies the power required for the map sensor to operate correctly. Should you measure this expected voltage, it indicates the sensor has failed and requires replacement to restore correct function. If instead, the voltage does not match the expected level, the diagnosis will shift to potential wire issues within the circuit, signaling the need for more in-depth inspections and possible repairs. In Step 4 of the troubleshooting guide, your focus will shift to ensuring the integrity of the VCC1 wire. Begin by switching the ignition to off-lock mode and using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to jump the SCS line for more than 1 minute. Once this is complete, disconnect the PCM connector C51P to isolate the circuit. With both the map sensor 3P and PCM connectors disconnected, it is essential to check for continuity between the test points. Map sensor connector number 3 and PCM connector C number 32, which aligns with the VCC1 line. If continuity is confirmed, it implies that the wire is intact, allowing you to turn your attention to any other possible DTCs or symptoms. Conversely, if continuity fails, it indicates an open in the VCC1 wire between the map sensor and the PCM, requiring repair to re-establish a proper electrical connection. In the final troubleshooting step for DTC P0107, ensure you assess the PB line for any possible shorts. As with previous steps, begin with the vehicle turned off, lock. Once stable, jump the SCS line with the HDS for a full minute before disconnecting the PCM connector C51P. Then check continuity between the map sensor pin number 2 and a solid body ground connection. If continuity exists, it indicates that there is a short somewhere in the PB wire between the map sensor and the PCM that needs to be addressed urgently. If indeed it proves to be a fault, the wiring should be repaired to prevent signal failure. Otherwise, if checks indicate that the PB wire is intact, it's advisable to consult further service information or consider substituting in a known good PCM for comparative analysis to ensure proper function of the control module. After completing the necessary repairs for DTC P0107, it is important to verify that the issue has been resolved effectively. Begin this verification process by clearing any fault codes stored in the vehicle's PCM using the Honda Diagnostic System. Following this, Conduct a test drive to gather data on the vehicle's performance under varied conditions, closely monitoring for any recurrence of symptoms. After the test drive, recheck the map sensor operation through the HDS. Confirm that it provides voltage readings within the normal range, above the set threshold. Any lingering issues should be addressed by returning to the troubleshooting steps. Successful verification ensures that the repairs adequately address the root of the problem, restoring the vehicle to optimal operation. Preventive maintenance is crucial in preventing issues like DTC P0107 from arising in Honda Pilots. Regular inspections should be a fundamental part of vehicle maintenance, including checking the map sensor and its wiring for signs of wear or damage. Ensuring that all electrical connections remain secure can drastically reduce the risk of intermittent faults, which are commonplace in aging vehicles. Educating the vehicle owner on the signs of potential map sensor malfunction can also encourage timely maintenance checks. Furthermore, keeping the wiring intact and free from corrosion is essential, as exposure to heat and vibrations can lead to degradation. Implementing these preventive measures will assist in prolonging the life of components that contribute to optimal engine performance. In conclusion, understanding the role of the map sensor and its relationship with the PCM is key to preventing issues such as DTC P0107. Systematic troubleshooting is essential for accurately diagnosing the root of the low-voltage condition, including checking the sensor, wiring, and connections. Effective diagnostic practices can lead to timely interventions, preserving the vehicle's overall performance and emission standards. Additionally, regular maintenance serves as an invaluable strategy to prevent such faults from occurring in the first place. By following the prescribed diagnostic protocols and ensuring preventive measures are in place, Honda Pilot owners can enjoy a more reliable and efficient driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.